Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, what is up? The King of Lightning here today. Toriko chapter reviews. Today, Toriko chapter 336 review. If you haven't seen the live reaction, as always, annotation right here, as well as link in the box below. Now, this week's chapter of Toriko. There's a lot of going on. There really is. And story-wise, we're making like leaps. Like a lot of leaps, considering the fact that Midora, he's right in the midst of a Neo base. Midora is right in the midst of Neo base. He was supposed to be in the freaking Sea Mountain in Area 6. Now he's in Area 2. Or Area 1, I think their base is in. And I'm like, dude. Like what? What? Like it's weird, man. Like it just leaps. So I have no idea how it's gonna roll out when they go back to Area 6, when they go back to the cooking in Blue Grill. But are we gonna go right back to, like, let's say, the next match, like after Yuta beat Condor? Who's next? Like, what's the next competition? Because if that's the case, then the leaps don't seem to be that large. Because it's more or less, this is what's happening as that's going on as well. So it's just, Mitsutoshi showing us, like, what else is happening as that happens. So, like, it's give or take. Like, it's leaps, but at the same time, they don't have to be that big of a leap, depending on how he wants to do it, story-wise, Mitsutoshi. Now, I'm also worried about the fact that he is going to their base. He's going to engage in combat against, God knows who. And he hasn't consumed Akasa's full course yet. Now, maybe he realized, Mitsutoshi probably realized, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have Midora eat Akasa's full course, because then he's way too overpowered by then. Then he's just, no, then he's too much. He's way too much. Alright, Toriko already said that he could destroy the planet, if he so chooses to. And now you're going to have become even more powerful by consuming Akasa's full course? So, maybe, and I don't want to, it really would suck, but if Midora is going to get taken out in a Neo base, if something's going to come out of nowhere and just beat Midora, like if Midora's going to fight against someone and then he loses and he dies, then you don't have to worry about having Midora be that overpowered come later on in the story. Maybe. I don't know. It's possible, but I hope that it's not the case. I'm hoping that he's going to keep Midora in the story, in the fold, have him eat Akasa's full course, then become, like, massively powerful, becoming a huge benefit for all of them when Akasa comes in full force. Now, the next thing is, we get to see it at the beginning of the chapter, that Monsieur Dragon King, Darius, he's alive. He's alive and well. And, this guy is gargantuan. But granted, he's still not the biggest one. Because, I'm not too sure how big he is compared to Heracles. Heracles is also other shit. And Deer, Sky Deer. Fuck it. Sky Deer is just on some other level shit, man. Like, they really are. But Dragon King's still there. He's stirring. He knows something's going up with his, area. And now he's going to go investigate. That's what he should do. If something happened in Area 7, like that was monumental, you knew Bambino was coming. You knew Bambino was on the move. Like, oh, shit. He'd be there in like two seconds. He'd be there in like a fraction of a second. But there's something that's going on with this, creature that Ume saw, and this creature being probably Akasa's, demon. So that person's Akasia. We can assume he's Akasia, and then we can assume that whatever's coming out of Akasia, that thing, that fleshy face thing with the mouths everywhere, that has to be Akasia's gourmet demon, and it's like coming, it's literally coming out of Akasia's body, just, and that's a very scary thought. Honestly, it's very similar to Blue. Remember how Blue, once Toriko ate, I think it was the air fruit that Komatsu cooked. Blue, like, hopped out. Like, Blue came out of Toriko's body and started duking off with Heracles. This is like the same thing, but only you need way more than a single air fruit to bring that fucker out. Because that fucker is going to destroy the damn planet. So, it's heavy, man. It's heavy. And it looks weird, but from my understanding, right now it's still in the midst of metamorphosis. Now, the next part of the chapter is Teppei, Ume. Well, it mainly just Teppei. Teppei, trying to escape, and he's met with some individuals that have all gone through some body mods. So Mohian, he's clearly gone through a body mod. He has his regular face, but he has more eyeballs, and he has a spider body. You have Gourmet Hermit, alright? He has the King Octopus Kong going on. You have Zeus. He has bat wings, I suppose, and like more like Hulkish, like gorilla arms. Then you have Jojo, aka Palpatine, alright? Come on now, man. Come on, he's a Sith Lord, alright? Like Pope Benedict. That's what he's looking like right now. And Pope Benedict, he's gone through body mods. He's looking like a frog now with a tongue. Like a really impressive tongue, by the way. Thing can regenerate instantly. And that's probably the doing of Joey and company. Joey have been doing body mods on the people that she has been controlling, via the, the change in flavor or taste, whichever one it was. I forgot which one it was, honestly. But what he pulls off is something akin to time control. Now, I'm saying akin because it's not, like, at first, I'm like, son, like, he pulled a deal. Like it's over. Like, what the fuck? But then, I realized, no, it's something different. Because when he does the pause, Teppei is aware that something happened. Alright? It's not like Dio where no one knows what the fuck's happening. Like, time is, like, legit stopped. No. Teppei, he's aware that something happened. And he has the shock face. Like, huh? Like, what just happened? Can't move. And then he does the rewind and the playback are weird, man. The rewind especially. Because that would be something really akin to time control. Like, that would be bona fide time control. He could rewind the events as they happened previously. But fast forward, he's not fast forwarding time. He's fast forwarding the speed of his attack. So there's some, like, I'm not too sure how to really gauge it now. Like, at first I thought that it was like bona fide time control, but now I'm thinking it's something akin to time control. It's something like maybe he's controlling time in like a relative space or like a certain area or certain objects are being controlled time-wise. It's not like a like an, I wouldn't say universal, but basically, but that's what I'm getting here. Like, he's not controlling like time within like a certain like area, like de facto time. No, he's manipulating time, I think, when it comes to certain objects, when it comes to certain events that he can kind of like play back. And, via the rewind and the pause, something like that. And then the fast forward, he's speeding up time for his attack, specifically. So, it's funky. I really want them to go into detail more about his ability, honestly, because it's insane. It's Looney Tune status. But I don't think it's full-on time control at this point in time. Now, the last part of the chapter, obviously, is the Midora stuff. But we also have Alfaro come in there, right? And he's rocking the golden plates. I'm like, wait, hold on. Golden plates, that's Area 6 stuff. Like, what's going on here? And then it came to my attention that he has multiple arms. And we know that the Blue Nitro, who were doing experiments constantly, and also stated before by Teppei, that the Blue Nitro, they were doing that thing over and over again when it comes to the cooking process in Area 1. And so, like, that's ground zero. And I realized, so maybe Alfaro is actually a former inhabitant of Blue Grill. and that's why he has the golden plates. Because Alfaro, I think he has like 8 arms. I think so, maybe 10, but I think he has at least 8 arms, and that's akin to like some of the folks in Blue Grill where they have multiple arms because of the nitro experimentation. So that would, I guess, explain why he has access to the, the golden plates. So that's really it. That's a chapter. So story-wise, we made leaps, and I'm not too sure if that's a good thing. I'm not too sure at all, honestly. And we get to see some, familiar faces that have been modified. Again, you have Zeus, you have Benedict, you have Gourmet Hermit, you have Mohan. Mohan being like the main one because Mohan, he's a national treasure, and he's been altered to such an extent, and he's been helping Joey with reviving these ancient creatures that are going to be like huge assets to them later on, obviously. And the process is, I would say it's going smoothly when it comes to Acacia being revived. I mean, not Acacia being revived, but the Gourmet demon that he has at him coming out of his body. That's going fairly smooth. And the chapter overall, I think it's actually a great chapter. But there's nothing really to say that's like generally bad. But I'm hesitant because I'm worried that Mitsutoshi is going a little bit too fast, honestly. I forgot about one last thing. The back channel thing. Teppei said that he was going to go through the back channel, but on Manga Panda, he says, like, they saw me or something like that. And then on Manga Stream, he says, but he saw me. So I'm trying to think, maybe the back channel is more or less like, he can slip through it, but, like, there's someone in the back channel, like, there waiting for him. Or maybe it's because Mohan has multiple eyes now, so he can see wherever Teppei goes. He won't lose track of Teppei in the back channel. Or they mean like other people of Neo. So again, I'm still not too sure about the back channel thing, because the back channel thing is kind of weird. But hopefully you get more details in later chapters. So now I'm done. Rate the video, comment, subscribe. Have a nice one.